Hello and welcome to Quell. Now, what we do here at Quell is we talk a lot about staff safety under the umbrella of workplace violence. And every now and again, I'll pick a video or I'll suggest a video, which I did a couple of weeks ago. I said about doing a video on safe zones again because I did one 2 years ago, and a lot of things has happened since then. So, safe zones. What I try to ask my attendees and my clients, do they have safe zones? Now, one I also point out more now is the personal one. If you're traveling from home to work, or vice versa, do you actually have a location in between there that you could go to in the event of no phone signal, you're not feeling well, you're disorientated to a degree, or you have a concern? Think about it. I always push forward hotels all the time, but someone told me the other day they used as a safe zone a 24-hour fast food place, which I thought was a great idea, to tell you the truth, because of CCTV, and from what they told me, there was security there. And it was a conversation as if their family and loved ones knew if they broke contact with them or they couldn't get in touch with them, they would go there, a possibility if that's where they would meet up. And it's a good idea. I was all thinking of it. I think of them. Believe it or not, I even only live and work in the same town, but I still have so far to go backwards and forwards. And I do pass a few locations that I've said that could be a safe zone, one being a pub. We'll leave that one there. But it is something that's worth thinking about, especially if you're traveling some considerable distance between home and work and vice versa. Isn't it worth just sitting down and going, well, where could I actually be? Even a service station. The second one I always like to ask staff to think about for mobile workers, if you're traveling around a certain geographical area, have you ever thought of like just getting a map out or use it on your laptop or iPad and pick certain locations that you can go to in the event of an incident? So you're in work, you're doing a certain role in tenancy or a location or surveying or inspecting or meeting or anything like that. But you look at the map and go, well, actually, if I had an incident there, my office is X amount of miles away. But if I pick this location, this location, this location, tell my colleagues that's my safe zone, that'll heighten the chance that if I am involved in an incident and I get there safely, that they'll come to me to give me support instead of me traveling all the way back. And it has actually worked. We had an incident there a couple of weeks ago, and the staff had the Amar City Hotel as their point of contact and point of, let's say, safe zone again. And they all went there to support that staff member at an incident. I've had a few in Cork, Dublin, Galway, you name it. Up in Donegal, I've even got a few places that are using it now. And it's this thing of when we're out on the road that we'll be okay. We're mobile workers, we're traveling for A to B, and there'll be no hassle. But what's the harm in just working out a few safe zones and letting colleagues know? The last one is for those that work permanently on site. I always talk about scheme coordinators, retail, hospitality, even government officials that I've worked with work in static locations, especially if it's minimum man. I go in and I always say, right, look, let's say we have a serious incident in here, in reception or in the meeting room or interview rooms or wherever that might be. Where can you safely walk out the building, down the road, go somewhere that you can feel safe, say a coffee shop or a library, or I've even been told grocery stores where they have cafes in there as well that people have gone to. But you've also told your colleagues this, so they know if you have an incident, you know that's where they're going to find you if you have to vacate them premises. Because sometimes incidents I've dealt with over the years have actually had the staff have gone to the office and it's escalated, but if they left the building, it could add a slight reduction of the risk. But again, that's further the conversations that I have during my training. So they're just the three I would like you to think about. A safe zone from you traveling back and forward from work. If that's all you do, it's not a problem. Just pick a location, tell your family and loved ones in the event of emergency. That's where you possibly could be. Second one, be a mobile worker. Have a think of the area that you work in. I'm not being funny. I work on the island of Ireland, constantly across everywhere from Cork, Galway, back to Dublin, up to Donegal, even Mayo next week. We've already got locations in the event of an incident, and it's not hard. All we do is go, this one. But then we decide, obviously, why, and we make sure everyone knows, understands why and what we can do. And then the last one, if you work in a location that's what I would call static, can you walk out them premises in walking distance to a location to feel safe? And I agree, if you're in a rural location, Well, let's think, where can you drive to in a very short distance to feel safe? Please take a look at the other videos. Thank you for your support. I know we haven't got a massive subscription list, and I know we don't have a massive following like other companies do on LinkedIn, but everyone that watches this and everyone that joins on LinkedIn, I really appreciate it. And I know we all are thankful for you taking the time to watch what we like to talk about, and that's staff safety. Have a great summer. Stay safe where you are, and bye for now.